Pulling up my phone, my podcast, back to myself. I'm greener grass. Dream another life, one that's not so hard. I can get lost down that day. I had this little bunch of sourdough bread and I threw it away last night, thinking I wasn't going to use it because it was so dried out. I've been loving sourdough. So I got cottage cheese, eggs, salt and pepper, garlic powder. Oh, I should probably turn the stove on. I was definitely not expecting this chapter of my life to be happening right now. I was not expecting grief, heartache, heartbreak. And I was not expecting all of my abandonment wounds, my fear of love and vulnerability, my attachment issues, my codependency to just be right here in my face all the time. I was not expecting the weight of it all on my chest. I thought healing was going to be a slow process, and it is, because you really can only do so much in a day to heal. In therapy, it's been something that you can take a little bit at a time, pull a little out at a time, and overnight it's just all of it is just all here. Vlog this chapter of my life. I don't know how much to share or to tell. I guess just to know that we are going through another healing journey. I feel like life is just ever evolving. There's always going to be healing. There's always going to be pain. There's always going to be something that we're working on, working through. But today is the first day that I'm hungry and I crave food. I haven't been able to eat. I've been eating to survive. Same goes for water. I just drink it to make sure I don't die. But today, I really wanted Hawaiian barbecue, but it's not in the cards for me with my finances. So we're eating leftover chicken and some scrambled eggs. But these scrambled eggs are really freaking good. So cottage cheese, garlic, salt, pepper. I had ordered this matcha during Prime Day. I thought it was going to be such a way bigger bag, but it's not. Anyways, this matcha is so freaking good. This is the FKRO Kumodori ceremonial grade matcha. You need to try it. I also really like the other one, the one that's in the green tin. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll insert a picture. That one is so good too. We're gonna start with agave. I feel like this one doesn't need too much. So what I like about the FKRO matchas is they have their own sweetness. See, the smell is awful. I hate the way this smells. But the flavor. Oh, she is good and she is there. Probably not. Mm-hmm. This is one of my favorite songs. Baby, you're like lightning in a bottle. And every night my mind's starting to wander aloud. Alexa, volume 4. Electric I wanted to share how grieving is just so like there's no specific timeline or blueprint on when you'll feel triggered or all of that emotion will rise in your chest, and it feels like I'm walking on eggshells, or there's this dread of when is it going to return, when is the next time my nervous system is going to start panicking, right? And this is just proof of it. Like, I had a really good morning. I had all of my emotions yesterday. I took a 2-hour walk yesterday, and I audio messaged my older sister. She's 9 years older than me, and I just was basically telling her everything, all the details of everything. Being vulnerable like this right now is really hard because my inner child, I have this deep fear of like vulnerability. Vulnerability is scary. If people see you, it's scary because you could get hurt. So even just telling my big sister like what's going on in my life is a scary thing because of maybe her judgments or her criticisms or her opinions, her thoughts, whatever that would hurt me, right? I did it regardless of that. And there was fear behind that. I had to come home and I had to journal around that fear of her rejecting me, of her criticizing me, of her blaming me, of her disapproving of this, of her maybe not fully seeing the spectrum of what I'm dealing with. But when she replied last night and she followed up this morning, like she fully can see the spectrum of what I'm dealing with, where it's like it's not just heartbreak, there's also love and curiosity and possibility and doubts and fears and joy and grief and old wounds, and offering her perspective in a very grounded way was so, say, needed, but yes, needed, supportive, validating, and it gave me permission, I guess, and I don't need anyone's permission. I know that I don't need anyone's permission to do what I want to do, and I don't need anyone's permission to, one of my friends said this on Instagram, Maricela, to go where I'm being watered. I don't need permission to go where I'm being watered. With that all being said, that made for my morning being very wonderful in the sense of I didn't wake up sad, I didn't wake up with anxiety, I didn't have that heavy feeling on my chest, and I felt hungry for the first time in a week. I actually felt like, oh, I want to eat something, like I want to eat and feel a little bit more normal for once, and feel like, okay, the grief isn't as loud today as it was a week ago. My fears and insecurity is not as loud as it was a week ago. And then I sit down and I'm eating my food. Oh, I'm just kind of reflecting on things, and I'm saying my mantras. I don't need permission. I understand completely where I'm coming from, and I understand completely where this person is coming from. It's gonna be okay. She's gonna find her healing, and I'm gonna find my healing, and we will be friends again, or maybe we won't, and that will be okay. Find a way to like live with that, and she'll have to do the same, but that's gonna be okay because I'm gonna be here for myself and for all of my parts. But saying that kind of like triggered that abandonment wound of like, maybe she won't come back, like maybe we won't, maybe this is just what it is, and I won't have her anymore. She won't be here with me anymore. And that triggers my abandonment wound to now I'm like, I don't want my food anymore. It's cold at this point. And I know I just need to just regulate my nervous system and go back to those mantras, get grounded again. So I will, I'll do my journaling and my Bible verses, and I'll speak to all of my parts on this and regulate my nervous system. And it's okay if I can't, it's gonna be okay if I can't, and I do need to cry it out. Sometimes it's like you're fine and then you're not. And wow, I just did not expect this. Maybe it seems like things are kind of moving slow because in the middle of the year, maybe the universe and God are just gonna like just catapult you into everything that you've ever wanted or needed and you didn't know about. I don't know if that's what just happened. My life got turned upside down and maybe I was catapulted. This matcha is melting, so I need to drink it. That's good. This is my Bible. I've had this for like the last 2 years. I've used it on and off. Never thought that me deep diving would be because of what I'm going through now, but it's on my vision board. So I have these verse cards here that I've been pulling from, like 2 of them each day. I've been doing that and journaling. I actually just journaled and I did like a meditation moment with my part. My 20-year-old self was really triggered right now, so I pulled Proverbs 21. Whoever pursues righteousness and love finds life, prosperity, and honor. And okay, yeah, I like that. I kind of went a little back a ways, and there's just some stuff in here that I'm like, I don't like Proverbs. I don't like whatever this is. To do what is right and just is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. I just don't really like in therapy with your feelings. What is right and what is wrong is just like not really a thing. They're just your feelings. And maybe I'm just not there yet to fully grasp what this is like saying, which probably not. The implication that like I have to do what is right as if there's a wrong. I guess that makes sense. There are things that are wrong, like murder. Can't just murder people. Okay. I think I'm willing to understand that a little bit more going forward. But the one that I don't like, guys, what the heck is this? Better to live on a corner of the roof than share a house with a quarrelsome wife. And then it repeats it down here. Better to live in a desert than with a quarrelsome and nagging wife. Why are we talking about our wives like this? One who is wise can go up against the city of the mighty and pull down the stronghold in which they trust. Those who guard their mouths and their tongues keep themselves from calamity. What does the word calamity mean?
Calamity is usually defined as a great misfortune or disaster.
Okay, I think I'm kind of catching the drift of this. All day long he craves more, but the righteous give without sparing. Sacrifice of the wicked is detestable. How much more so when brought with evil intent, bro. People just inside voices. You know what I mean? It's like these are like little lessons or like reflections of like maybe not personalities but actions and people. I know the most about a person by A, what she does, B, what she says, C, what other people say about her, not C, not B, definitely A. If you answered A, go to James 2:14. If you answered B, go to Proverbs. B, Proverbs 10:11 and 10:31. Okay, so if you said that I know the most about a person by what she says, go to B, which is Proverbs 10:11. The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. So like the person behind the mouth, those words, is like determining of whether they're wicked or righteous. So you can't really know someone by what they say, which makes sense. I think that makes sense. What other people say about her. If that was C, go to Proverbs 16:28. A perverse person stirs up conflict, and a gossip separates close friends. If you said A, go to James. I think I like James. I like James and Matthew. And Psalms. Okay, go to James 2:14 through 17. Ooh, they got a lot to say. So this is what I chose. I chose option A, which is James, by what they do. So James 2:14. Well, I have to figure out where James is at. What good is it, my brothers and sisters, if someone claims to have faith but has no deeds? Can such faith save them? Suppose a brother or a sister is without clothes and daily food. If one of you says to them, go in peace, keep warm and well fed, but does nothing about their physical needs, what good is it? In the same way, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. Holy shit. Holy. Do we like swearing around the Bible? Because I feel like it adds a good spunk to the moment. It really encapsulates what that does for me. Okay, that is so good. This really reminds me of my dad. He's very much like a giver and an actions person, and like he's just not gonna let people suffer. He's not gonna witness them and not do anything. I have these things. How do we use them? I see people who have like highlighters all throughout their Bibles, and they have all these like sticky tabs. Like, what are you like marking it as? Like, I like this, I don't like this. Come back to this. I think I'm gonna write as that. Boom.